This morning, we're shining a light on the importance of donating blood. Approximately 37% of the U.S. population is eligible to donate, yet only 5% are active donors. Earlier this month, we introduced you to John Brasfield and shared his story of his son, Ian, who has been recovering at the Memorial Hospital for the past month from a hit-and-run motorcycle accident, and it nearly took his life. Joining us this morning in studio, John and his partner, Wendy, and Karen Patterson from the Life South Community Blood Centers. So obviously this was such a tragic thing to happen. I'm sure very shocking for you. What was your first thought as a parent?
I wasn't sure I was ever going to be able to talk to my son again. You know, the pain that he was going through, feeling everything that he was dealing with. So
did they tell you he needs blood? Like, how did that all play out?
He actually almost bled out on the way to the hospital.
Wow.
And the EMTs got him there within 2-3 minutes of passing away. So
from previous people who had donated, they were able to use that blood for him?
Yes, they give him 8 units immediately, and he is up to 99 actually units of blood product.
So a lot of times when an accident happens, I think people think, oh my gosh, I got to help them. I got to give my blood. Maybe it'll just go from me straight to that person. This happened to me in high school, a friend injured, and we all wanted to help, but there was nothing we could do. There's a time period. Karen, talk about that. It's why it's important to give regularly.
Absolutely. The time actually for the blood to be there is before the accident actually happens. There's about a 24 to 48 hour delay after the blood's actually donated before it actually gets to the hospital. So the need for blood's always there. It needs to be on hand before something happens. So I always remind people, donate blood. You know, every chance you can, donate some blood.
And have you all donated since this happened?
Yes, absolutely.
I figured. And what blood type do you all need the most? Is there one that is better to give or that you all are in need of right now?
Absolutely. O negative is always in need. So like whenever John's son was in that emergency need for that blood after the accident, O negative is what we can give to everybody. So luckily we were able to provide those units, and those units were there.
And so without even knowing his son's blood type, they can just give him O negative, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's why we're always in need. So if anyone is O negative watching today, yes,
I am, yeah.
I encourage you to find our blood mobile, which is actually going to be at Publix Duval Station today.
Oh, wonderful.
Or we have our center at Baptist Downtown or on Bay Meadows.
Being givers, is it as hard as it sounds? I know people kind of get uncomfortable. Can you talk about it? Like, it's not as scary as it sounds.
I was scared to death, actually. But and actually, I got to the interviewing process, and for me, I'm a veteran of a foreign war, so I was not able to give, unfortunately. But I had all good intentions, and that's.
But there are rare cases when you can't.
Yes, there are.
Most
but
people
John, that's the smallest thing we could do in this situation to give back.
It's a small little pinch, and you can save 3 lives in just 30 minutes.
Wow, 3 lives.
Yes,
that's incredible. And then how long is the blood good for?
Well, blood has a shelf life, just like other things. Whole blood lasts up to 56 days. If you donate platelets, those are very special. They only live about 5 days, so we're always looking for platelet donors. And then if you donate plasma, that can actually be frozen for up to a year.
Wow. Yeah. So from now on, are you guys going to be regular donors?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's wonderful. And how's your son doing?
He's doing much better, actually. He's on his way to recovery. So
that is so fabulous. Those motorcycle accidents are so scary, and
yes, they are.
You know, things happen, but that is why it's important. Now, how often can you give blood? This will be my last question, but for people who want to be regular donors.
Sure, we welcome first-time donors. We welcome people that are recurring donors, but you can donate whole blood every 56 days.
Wow.
Yes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. And a couple of opportunities on your screen. PetSmart on Collins Road, 11 to 5, and then Publix on Duval Station Road, 10 to 5. And if you've never done it, go and give it a chance. Don't be scared. It's going to be just fine. Thank you all for coming on the show today.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.